I now give the floor to the representative of Pakistan.
Thank you, Mr. President. We would like to thank Sierra Leone for convening this open debate. We are very pleased to see you preside over the Council today, which reflects the importance attached by your country both to this August forum and to the topic under discussion. I would also like to join colleagues in thanking Mr. Ibo, Mr. Shambas, Ms. Andriani, and Dr. Descartes for their insightful briefings that highlighted the security, human, and socioeconomic, and several other dimensions of this issue. The illicit transfer and unchecked use of small arms and light weapons, including their destabilizing accumulation, have a direct impact on intensifying and prolonging conflicts, endangering socioeconomic progress, and undermining the prospects of peace and security, particularly at the regional and sub-regional levels. In terms of their impact on local communities, small arms and light weapons are neither small nor light. Illicit weapons impede development prospects, contribute to human rights abuses, and imperil peace, security, and stability. According to empirical data, small arms are the second most used weapons in global terrorist attacks after explosives. President, as highlighted by the Secretary General's report, Africa is one of the regions most severely affected by the illicit trade, misuse, and diversion of small arms and light weapons. Illicit arms have fueled conflicts, amplified internal security threats, served as tools for terrorism, organized crime, political violence, and the erosion of rule of law, thus emerging as one of the foremost drivers of instability in the continent. Small arms and light weapons have also emerged as instruments of choice for non-state actors to perpetrate violence. These concerns are further exacerbated by the increasing sophistication of illicit arms and the accessibility of modernized weapons to illegal armed groups that frequently operate across national borders. Illicit arms thus directly threaten national security, impede counterterrorism operations, and civilian protection. Pakistan is seriously concerned about the presence of stockpiles of sophisticated arms and ammunition in Afghanistan, as noted in findings of the Secretary General's reports. These sophisticated weapons pose a direct threat to neighboring countries. We also have credible information of attempts to smuggle these arms to neighboring countries for terrorist activities. Weapons confiscated at the Pakistan-Afghanistan border are traced back to stockpiles of weapons left behind by foreign forces in Afghanistan and illegal weapons being sold across black markets in Afghanistan. The movement of unmarked or unregistered weapons across the international border sustain and aid non-state armed groups, terrorist networks, and criminal gangs, undermining regional security and stability. We are also deeply concerned at the acquisition and use of these mostly abandoned modern and potent weapons by terrorist groups based in Afghanistan, which continue to pose serious challenge to peace and security in Pakistan and the broader region. Terrorist entities including ISIL-K and TTP Fitna Al Khawarij, a UN-listed terrorist organization, and the BLA and Majeed Brigade, which operate with impunity from Afghanistan, enabled by external financing and support of a principal destabilizing actor in the region, have used these weapons against Pakistani civilians and law enforcement agencies, leading to the loss of thousands of innocent lives. We urge stronger international efforts to prevent access of illicit arms to armed terrorist groups in Afghanistan and to ensure that the Afghan interim authorities adhere to their international obligations and commitments in that regard. The international community needs to step up its efforts and plug gaps in its response to effectively address these threats to international and regional peace and security. President, the evolving nature of warfare and the advent of new technologies present serious challenges in combating the proliferation of increasingly lethal small arms, such as the unmanned aerial vehicles, AI-based weapons, 3D printed small arms, and high-tech night vision equipment. Criminal groups and terrorists are increasingly utilizing technologies like cryptocurrency for anonymous transactions and employing the dark web to evade detection where acquiring such weapons. While new technologies have introduced new challenges in manufacturing and proliferation of illicit arms manufacturing, new avenues of effective control and international cooperation have also opened up, which need to be fully utilized. Traditional arms control measures designed for another era before the advent of these new technologies must keep pace with new developments. We firmly believe that the issue of illicit small arms and light weapons should be addressed comprehensively and in a balanced manner. The United Nations Programme of Action strikes a balance between legitimate security requirements of states and the imperative to address the issue of illicit arms on both the supply and demand sides. We remain committed to its implementation at the national level and call for its full execution at the global level to safeguard and promote international and regional peace and security. I thank you.